What's your name?
My name is Leo White.
And can you tell me what happened?
I think it was last week, Monday. I came out here and I was taking some pictures around, you know, this gorgeous prison.
It's a historic prison. There's a historical marker right there, right?
And then on top of that, my brother's a correctional officer down in Florida, so I kind of thought maybe he would like to see this prison as well, considering that this is the only prison in Texas that executes prison. So I was around the corner there, and I started taking some pictures, and there was a female guard up on the second tower down there. Oh, we got the cops behind us.
That's okay.
And what ended up happening was I was taking pictures. She was up on the catwalk, and she looked back at me, and I said, "Good morning, ma'am." She said, She put her hand up like this, and she drew her a silver revolver, and then she said to me,
I'm sorry?
You're in a prohibited zone with that weapon. There is a law that prohibits you from being where you are. You're actually on TDC property.
Okay.
This street is not a public street, it's TDC property. So you're creating, there's fixing to be about 60 cops here, okay?
Well, I would ask you to slow them down. It's not necessarily.
I understand what you're doing. I get it completely. I recognize your face, okay?
Yeah, slow them down so don't let anybody get hurt.
But now I want to speak on behalf of the 5,200 brave men and women of the Houston Police Department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working these streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back. We are sick and tired of having dirtbags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community and protect our families. Enough is enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. We've had enough, folks. We're out there doing our jobs every day, putting our lives on the line for our families. Enough is enough.
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
This is the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. I'm not going to read the whole thing, I'm just going to read the first section. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Any person within its jurisdiction cannot be denied the equal protection of its laws. To me, the 14th Amendment, especially this idea of equal protection under the law, is the whole enchilada for me. First of all, when you talk about protection, that implies that there must be a harm someplace that you're trying to protect someone from. That opens the door to have a whole discussion about reality. A lot of this stuff floats above reality. It's all abstract principle. But to have equal protection under the law means that you're going to have some permission for some activism from the government. You're going to have some permission to talk about inequality, unequal treatment, unfair treatment for they were contemplating African Americans, but they say everybody. So it doesn't say equal protection under the law unless you're a lesbian. It's not what it says. It doesn't say equal protection under the law unless you're African American. It's not what it says. It says if you're in the jurisdiction, you get equal protection under the law. That's radical. 10,000 years of human history, that's radical. And I think it's very, very important that we uphold the 14th Amendment. We talk about the First Amendment, we talk about the Second Amendment, we talk about sometimes the Fifth Amendment, but we don't talk about the 14th Amendment enough. Equal protection under the law.
Okay, I'm a combat veteran. I don't need to be shot by a security guard.
Right.
Okay, so I moved myself out of the situation, asked for a supervisor. He came out, and when I asked him, are you the supervisor? He said no, and just turned around and started walking that way. Well, 13 years in the Army, I can spot sergeant ranks from 2 miles away, okay?
I get it.
So when I asked the guy, what's your name? He didn't give me his name. I tried to explain it to him. He didn't want to hear it. We started walking that way. He says, okay, I'm going to go get a lieutenant. Went back in there, never came back out.
Okay. Have you tried the Office of Inspector General? That's the police department for TDC.
No. know.
They actually have an officer.
They govern over the TDC, and
that I didn't
they're
know.
like the
You know what I mean?
TDC police.
They're Texas peace officers. They're TCO certified just like us.
But they're internal investigations for
But what I'm trying to
TDC.
say,
We investigate ourselves and found no wrongdoing.
Honestly, I did. So I actually called you guys.
Tell you they
And I had
exist.
one of your police.
Starting in 1772, patriots from across the far-flung colonies began to organize committees of correspondence to increase communication between them. Through their letters, the committees of correspondence were able to share new ideas about government, law, and how to deal with threats to American liberty. And they played an important role in uniting the colonies as they moved ever closer to revolution.
What's your name?
My name is Leo White.
And can you tell me what happened?
I think it was last week, Monday. I came out here and I was taking some pictures around, you know, this gorgeous prison.
It's a historic prison. There's
It
a
is. It's a
historical
very
marker
historic
right
prison,
there,
you know,
right?
And then on top of that, my brother's a correctional officer down in Florida, so I kind of thought maybe he would like to see this prison as well, considering that this is the only prison in Texas that executes prison. So I was around the corner there, and I started taking some pictures, and there was a female guard up on the second tower down there. Oh, we got the cops behind us.
That's okay.
And what ended up happening was I was taking pictures. She was up on the catwalk, and she looked back at me, and I said, "Good morning, ma'am." She said, she put her hand up like this, and she drew her a silver revolver, and then she said
Stop
to
your
me,
camera.
I'm sorry?
You're in a prohibited zone with that weapon. There is a law that prohibits you from being where you are. You're actually on TDC property.
Okay.
This street is not a public street, it's TDC property. So you're creating, there's fixing to be about 60 cops here, okay?
Well, I would ask you to slow them down. It's not necessarily.
I understand what
yeah.
you're doing. I get it completely. I recognize your face, okay?
Yeah, slow them down
87,
so
you
don't
can
let anybody
slow
get
them
hurt.
all down. I've got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't even
understand
you won't
what
even
we're
need
doing.
another officer. Okay, so
Let me call her before she gets a bunch
yeah,
of people
yeah,
here.
Don't let anybody get hurt running over here.
I understand. I remember you from Starbucks.
From Starbucks?
Yeah, haven't you been here before?
No, I haven't. And according to the GIS survey, this sidewalk is public
I
property.
understand. I'll explain it to you in just a second.
Okay.
Hey, this is Lane. My radio's not getting out. You can disregard everybody else. I've got it. Okay, thank you.
And just so we're clear, the weapon is not hot.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand completely.
Go ahead. You were saying this is not public property?
Well, the problem you've got is they forbid it in certain distances to carry the rifle.
Who forbids it?
I'd have to look it up on my computer, but they did it because of the rifles during executions.
Okay. Well, it's not regulated by the state code.
I'll listen to you. Yeah,
okay, I'm just saying
I understand.
my name's David, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen your face before.
Okay.
So.
Hey, you maybe have, maybe you haven't, but
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
So the reason I'm here is that this gentleman had a TDC officer pull a weapon on him out here.
Okay.
And
When was that?
it was last Monday, she threatened to shoot me.
And she threatened to shoot him
For
walking around with a camera.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I got it. Okay.
So the officer that responded refused to take a report or do anything about it.
Okay.
And they refused to take a complaint and do anything about it.
Okay.
Okay, that's unacceptable.
Okay. It's an open carry deal.
It's actually not, but okay.
But you know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you straight up, I know exactly what I'm doing.
I know. It's a Second Amendment deal.
It goes beyond that. It's covered
you're
First and Second Amendment.
Right. I got it.
I can tell you that I researched and spoke to attorneys before I ever came here.
Okay.
Okay. I am 100% legal to be right here where I'm at.
Okay. Do you think you're causing any kind of alarm?
I'm here to interview this gentleman.
Okay.
Okay. I have allergies, so I put a mask on for the allergies. That's all.
Not why, sir.
That's actually why, but
okay.
yeah, they like to stir up a lot of dust around here. You see they're shooting the mold off the wall.
I get it.
I wasn't going to wear it till I saw that.
I get it.
I'm going to do my interview with this guy.
Okay.
If one of these tower officers or anybody else comes here and threatens me,
Okay.
we're going to have a problem.
Okay.
If they're going to threaten people with guns and there's going to be no accountability, I'll put a whole bunch of people out here with guns.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Can I ask you this? How long are you going to be here?
I don't know. Are they ready to take a complaint?
I don't know that. I haven't spoke to the warden yet.
Are you
I
guys
haven't
ready
seen
to conduct an investigation?
Depends.
Well, I've got
Who
your
did he
victim. I've
talk
got
to
your
before?
victim.
Okay. You're a victim of.
Just taking pictures on a public sidewalk.
Where were you at?
Right around the corner there. The second guard tower in. Okay.
Okay.
And I was
So one by the big gate.
yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't standing in front of the big gate at all.
Okay.
Okay. I took pictures facing. Actually, I wasn't sitting here like this. Okay.
Right.
What I was trying to get was the road that goes down right there. If you look, it's a really cool picture because of the way that the hill goes down. And I was trying to get it. And the lady, she was up on the catwalk because she was actually talking to somebody. So where I'm standing at, she would have actually been over there. So I was on the other side, on this side of the big door. She turns around and looks at me, and I said, "Good morning, ma'am," because this was morning time. And she said, "Good." And then as soon as I said that, she pulled her hand up, pulled out a pistol. It was a silver revolver, and said, "I am going to shoot you. Don't you take my picture."
Okay.
And then I was actually taking pictures with my cell phone, and I hit record, and then I asked her for her name and a supervisor. She went inside her little guard shack.
Okay.
Did not. And then I came down here, and the gentleman that was here, he's the one that actually got me a supervisor. Well, the supervisor, there was a gentleman.
They
in
were
this
in
guard
gray?
shack. Yes.
Okay.
And the supervisor comes down. At this point, I moved completely over here to get myself out of the situation. Okay, I'm a combat veteran. I don't need to be shot by a security guard.
Right.
Okay, so I moved myself out of the situation, asked for a supervisor. He came out, and when I asked him, "Are you the supervisor?" he said no, and just turned around and started walking that way. Well,
Okay.
13 years in the Army, I can spot sergeant ranks from 2 miles away. Okay.
I get it.
So when I asked the guy, "What's your name?" he didn't give me his name. I tried to explain it to him. He didn't want to hear it. We started walking that way. He says, "Okay, I'm going to go get a lieutenant." Went back in there, never came back out.
Okay. Have you tried the Office of
I
Inspector General? That's the police department for TDC.
No,
They
called the
actually
cops. I
have
called
an
the-
officer.
They govern over the TDC, and
And that I didn't.
they're
know.
like the
You know what I mean?
TDC
They're
police.
Texas peace officers. They're TCOL certified just like us.
But they're internal investigations for.
But what I'm trying to
TDC.
say,
We investigate ourselves and found no
I didn't know what to
wrongdoing.
do. Honestly, I did. So I actually called you
Just
guys.
tell you they
And I had
exist.
one of your police officers come down here and
That's
actually
what we get
it
9%
didn't
time.
make it seem like a big deal when I told her
never
I
even
got
saw it.
a gun pulled out on me.
You know what I was looking
You're looking at the wrong hands.
But I understand.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong hands.
The cop didn't direct me to anybody. The police officer I spoke to, he didn't. All he said when he came up here to talk to them, he went right back to me when they were done about 20 minutes later and said, "They'll come and talk to you." I sat there and nobody came out.
Well, like I said, if
Actually,
you
they
want to go to
said-
the next level, the next appropriate level is going to be the Officer of Inspector General, like Corporal just told you. They're the ones that do their investigations and anything that happens on TDC property and things like that. So, you know, even if you did call us, they should have referred you to the OIG. They may not have known better, okay? But they're the police that are over the TDCJ.
And I got that, and I understand, and I just wish that day that officer
yeah.
would have, or even, because what those guys are doing right now, standing just like that, that's exactly how they're standing. You know what I mean? How was that allowed? Officer walking,
Wouldn't be laughing, that's for sure.
if I was standing there on that corner and pulled a gun on that guard right there, would I be in trouble? So then why?
Okay, so we come down to jurisdiction here. You're going to claim that they have jurisdiction. I'm telling
I'm
you.
not claiming that's what it
Okay,
is.
okay. I'm telling you, you have jurisdiction. This occurred on public property. Okay, even though the perpetrator was inside those walls, you guys have jurisdiction.
Okay.
There should have been an investigation.
Did you get the officer?
You should have gotten names at the very least.
You're the actual victim of what transpired, right? Yes, sir. Okay. So that's what we need to deal with at this point, okay? Like I said, you need to contact the Inspector General's office, okay? OIG. They have office here in Huntsville.
Is there anybody I can get this information from? Because I don't have, as you can see, I don't have nothing to write with, and I don't have great numbers.
I'd be more than happy to get you their phone number.
I appreciate it.
And they'll
That's
say, go
not
to
a problem.
Huntsville Police.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen
None of
this?
them even wanted to come out and talk to me.
Or you can get a number for
But
OIG.
if I would have done it,
Who were
on
you
that-
wanting to talk to?
Somebody that would have,
Well, the warden's responsible. How about the warden?
you know,
Let me go see what I can do.
here it is a week.
Fair
later,
enough.
I still don't know the lady's name. I got pictures of her. I don't know her name. I don't know her badge number. Sergeant Pemberton was the sergeant that came out and talked to me. Sergeant.
Well, and see, you got to understand, we're in a position, we're not commenting. I don't know what their policies and procedures are. I don't know if they have a distance rule from the, I would be ignorant to the fact of what their policy is. So I can't comment on what she did, right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't know. And that's why I would say you'd be better off for the OIG because they're familiar with that and they know if there'd be a violation of their policy or you know, a violation of law for doing what they did. I know how many umpteen years ago they had the shooting here? Long time ago. So I don't know if things have changed since then. I don't know what rules they've implemented. I don't know all that. So the best thing I could do is get you somebody from OIG to talk to.
And they don't have badge numbers, so I would.
Well,
I'm just letting you
I
know
was just-
for informational perspective.
TDC?
For TDC,
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
They don't carry badge numbers. I worked there for many years. They
Well,
don't carry badge numbers. If you need to find out who it is, he's saying the right thing, and this is coming from somebody with experience who has worked there. I worked there for a long, not this one particularly, but I worked for TDCJ for years, and I can tell you, the OIG is the way you go. They're very fair. They are even though they work as a part of TDC, they're a complete and separate entity from the guards. Okay,
I
they're
just
Texas
heard an
peace
OIG
officers,
unit check out.
just like us.
So you may get a better response than having to call them.
you know
I just heard them check out.
Probably they're behind you.
This might be them right there.
Is it okay if I sit down? I've got a really bad back. Is it okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, don't go up there.
Not.
Oh, this is good. Look at this.
Hey,
And I appreciate
Lane.
you guys helping me.
OIG's here, so
I've already talked to somebody. Is that what he said?
that's what they're claiming. I don't know.
I never talked to anybody. I got a video that somebody came out here to talk to me. I actually walked away because I couldn't sit here. I've had.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's hot that day.
any reasonable person wouldn't think that you'd have to sit there for X amount of time because someone to come talk to you. And like again,
He's getting a rifle out.
Their policies and procedures, because I'm not familiar with it.
Getting a rifle out.
You're not going to need that.
But I wasn't 100% on. Sir, unfortunately, now you're on TDC property. You got to get back on the side.
He,
Who gave permission? I told him he can go sit down. I understand. TDC wants you to move. Okay, let me explain to you what they're telling me.
Pictures on people and tell you to move off of our property.
Okay. All right. Okay, I understand your point. This is what they're telling me. One of our officers responded on Friday and talked to you.
Yes, sir.
You refused to give him your name.
I did not.
No, but let me finish, and then I'll let you talk all you want to. Okay. You refused to give him your name. You refused to show him your video. And then Officer of Inspector General showed up. You refused to give your name, refused to give your video. That's what they're telling me.
Okay. Okay. You told me
Now
that.
you tell me what
Let
happened.
me tell you what happened.
Okay.
And your officer came out.
Okay.
He asked me what my name was. I told him. I told him my name was Leo. And I said, when it comes to making a report, I'll give you all the information I want.
Okay.
He didn't ask me to see my video. Okay. Now,
you understand where I'm getting from.
Hold on a second, because I let you talk. Please let me talk.
Okay.
All right. Now, they're telling you that their officer, their inspector general, came out and talked to me, and I refused to give him my name. What gentleman was it? Because I've got video that I actually nobody walked over here and talked to me. Okay. And I ended up walking away because those ass clowns are sitting up there just like they are now, laughing at me. They were laughing and joking around and thinking it was funny. And I sat right there. They seen the video.
Okay.
I ended up walking away because nobody came down to talk to me. So they want to sit here and lie to you and tell you that. It just shows me how.
Well, but I'm just telling you what.
But let me tell you something.
Okay.
Cameras don't lie.
I get
Cameras can't lie. I can lie. You can lie. He can lie. She can lie. He can lie. Anybody can lie. We do it on a daily basis.
Right.
Okay. Cameras don't.
Okay. Did you stay here? Or did you go down and make a right?
I stayed right there.
Okay.
When
on the corner.
Look, when the incident happened, okay, when that lady pulled her gun out on me,
Okay.
I confronted her about it. I asked her for her name. Again, ma'am, I appreciate you for letting me know. I didn't know they had badge numbers, so I asked her for her badge number. She went into her little box there and called. I asked for a supervisor. She did not. The gentleman that was up here in this one, I asked him, I said, can you get me a supervisor that she just pointed her gun at me? How do you think I know she had a silver revolver? Because she pulled her gun out at me. And then he gets the supervisor. I immediately move off over here in the corner because I removed myself from the situation. Okay, I'm a former NCO in the United States Army. I know how to de-escalate things just like you guys do. Okay, I took myself out of the situation. Why am I going to stand there and cuss at her when she just threatened to shoot me? That's stupid.
Okay. All right. So what do we need to do from here?
Well, they're now saying that they're not going to do anything because they sent somebody out here to talk to me, and I refused.
But what is it that you want? How can we fix your problem?
I would like right now to stand right where you're standing. The gentleman that came out and spoke to me, please, that said I refused to give me a. Can you ask them? Do you work for them? Do you work for them, sir? Okay. Can you get one of them over here to come and talk to me? And I want to know who it is that I supposedly talk to.
You said you got OIG right here, right now. Here's your victim.
I understand. But look at what they
understand.
do.
And we'll get
they're
to that
going
in
to
just a
lie
second.
to cover up some lady that's threatening civilians on the side of the
My
road.
question is, what can we do for you
can
right
get
now?
the officer that said he came over here and talked to me over here right now, so I can.
Okay, and if he's not here, who do you want to talk to?
I would like to talk to somebody.
Okay. From
They
Huntsville
wouldn't
PD
even-
or
they would
OIC?
Whoever didn't get that woman in trouble.
Okay. See what I can do.
I am putting a formal complaint out against her, just like I tried to do Friday, but she refused to give me any information. Sergeant Pemberton, Hispanic dude, was the only guy that came out to talk to me. Yes.
TDC guard?
Yes, Sergeant Pemberton. I got him on video too. Wow,
Are you looking for the bats?
They sent somebody out to talk to
Are
me.
you looking for the bats?
The what?
The bats?
What's that?
You've never seen that? Oh, that's quite a spectacle. That old building across the street,
Oh, no.
the bats come out at night. Millions of them.
I never seen that.
Millions of them at dusk. It's an
Like
amazing
over
sight.
here?
Right across from where you're saying you're standing, there's a old TDC building there. It's vacant. It's full of bats, and they come out at night. It's quite the spectacle to see. They come out at dusk, and then at dawn they go back in. I mean, by the thousands. I thought that's much. You were standing there. I thought that's much would have been.
Oh,
looking
no.
for. Because we get cars lined up and down there at night,
Yeah,
and that's what they're looking for. They're looking at the
I
bats.
didn't know it.
Now, a lot of people go there because that's where Bonnie and Clyde broke out their compadre from death row over the corner right there.
Oh,
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
See? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
I had no idea. I finally stopped and asked all these people, "Why are you parked out here every night?" We're watching the bats. Okay.
I think that's funny how they said that, if they talked to me already.
Yeah, it's typical. And now they don't want to talk to you.
Now they don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, they didn't want to talk to you then, they don't want to talk to you now. That's typical. Their officer did wrong, they know they did wrong, and rather than correct the problem, you know, it could be as simple as a reprimand, but rather than do that,
They'd rather do
they'll allow it. And then when somebody gets hurt out here, then they'll whine and cry about it.
Yeah, and then when somebody gets hurt, when somebody gets shot, it's the person's fault, not the security guard.
He doesn't work for
You
us.
got
I
to be
can-
on the top of your head, sir.
I don't know if it was you.
But what does the Texas prison
Generally,
system?
when we get calls for a person with a weapon, it's actually somebody demonstrating their Second Amendment right, or it's actually somebody with a weapon. So we're going to come treat it like it's somebody trying to take us out until we find out.
Yeah, I let him know the mag is clear. The mag is clear. There's no rounds in this weapon.
I thought he
Would
was
you
gonna
take my
come
word
over
if I told you my gun was clear?
I'm just letting you know. I was told to him, I said, you can slow everybody down. I don't want anybody getting killed in a traffic accident because we know that's the #1 killer of police officers in this country.
Here we go.
Okay. I misspoke. They got here Friday, and you were gone, and there was no contact information for you. If you want to file a report now, I'll get somebody from the Office of Inspector General to take a report from you, and they'll be more than happy to talk
So
to you.
who misspoke? Them or me?
I misspoke. Yes, sir. I misspoke.
I would like to talk to somebody.
Okay.
And I've got her pictures too, so.
Whose pictures?
The lady.
Oh, okay.
The guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
She went.
I'll get somebody with you in just a second, and then you'll file a complaint you want to file. Okay?
Hey, Wayne.
It's funny.
You know, the sad thing is that it takes something this radical
Yeah.
to get something done. Now, riddle me this. What does a prison system need with a SWAT team armed with ARs?
All right, I just wanted to make sure.
I don't know.
He's aware of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting my cell phone too.
If they would have just come out and talked to you like they should have in the first place, none of this would have happened.
But they didn't,
That's right.
because
Little
instead they sat
accountability.
there like them guards are doing right now, up there laughing at me.
Yeah.
Well, in truth, here's the issue. They're shorthanded.
Yeah.
Okay, if they go reprimanding people or having to fire people, it just exaggerates that problem. And so they try to do everything they can to retain the people, even when it's doing the wrong thing.
Everybody's worried about him, and there's a big giant ladder right next to the wall.
Yeah. Well, they had prisoners out there washing the wall.
Oh, is that what they were
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally have a you know, like a allergy mask, but I didn't bring it with me. So I had to find something to put on, and this was all I had with me. So
I was just.
I actually don't like it because when I breathe, it fogs up my glasses.
I would recommend that you get on the sidewalk
Oh, yeah.
because that's city property and this is state property. That way, there's no issue.
Understood. don't know exactly where the property line stops.
Well,
but I know what I'm saying
all I
over
know
here.
is the sidewalk in the street is city.
Yeah.
Anything else is state.
That's correct. According to the GIS survey, actually it starts about where the barrel is, becomes their property.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, the sidewalk.
This way there's no-
I can say for 100%.
I'm not,
if
I'm
on
not,
the
no,
sidewalk,
no, I don't,
I'm
I
in
don't,
the city limits.
I don't fight that battle. The sidewalk is where I stay.
Yep, can't, hard to dispute that one.
Yeah. So how's it going, Marshall? You like it?
I do.
Do you really?
I really do.
Do you really?
I
Wow.
really do.
Surprise yourself?
Yeah. I mean, it's,
Hey, you just never know.
it's court one day a week, but the rest I can do whatever I want.
I
I'm
know.
still getting
I know. If I didn't need the extra job,
it. And then mess match.
I see.
well, my,
It's yours.
right. If
I'm
I
not
didn't
on
take
that.
that,
Go
I
ahead.
get where you
it
see.
would-
Okay.
I misspoke earlier.
Okay.
Okay, on the rifle deal, because it's during the execution, you can't come in this area with a rifle.
You're correct.
You got every legal right to be there.
You're
Okay?
correct.
Just making sure I tell you
I
misspoke.
already knew this.
I know, but I wanted to correct myself.
No,
if
no,
I
no,
made
I-
a mistake.
I got it. I got it. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Now,
I made a mistake.
so what I'm going to do, okay, so that this guy will put that damn AR away, I'm going to pop the mag out of this thing and show
That's
you it's
fine.
empty, and I'll clear the chamber.
Okay.
Would
Do
you
you
hold
want
that?
me
for
to-
me? No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
You dropped something.
It's just piece of paper. It's all right.
Okay.
Clear.
Empty. Yeah.
Just let him know so he put that damn thing away
It's
before
empty.
somebody gets hurt.
I appreciate that.
I told him we're not here to get anybody hurt.
I get it.
No
All right.
mistakes made by anybody.
I get
Yeah.
it. Okay. And it's.
Except for that.
And you understand why we're upset about the way this guy was
I
treated?
get it completely.
Okay.
But I want to make sure you understood that I made a mistake when I walked.
No, no, no. It's fine. We all,
Because
it happens.
during the executions, once they put the barricades up, there is a law that says you can't be
Right.
within so many feet of the unit with a rifle.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, so-
and
and
I'm
you
aware
know
of
what that is.
I do. Believe me, I researched
I've
it.
never seen an ink pen on an AR.
Okay.
It's a new attachment.
Hold this. No, I'm going to show you why.
Okay.
Okay, because without it, it flogs around,
hey.
and it's just uncomfortable. So,
How are y'all?
Good, sir. How are you?
Understand by Officer Hurst, I'm with OIG.
Okay.
Understand that with Officer Hurst, let me know that y'all want to file a complaint on a TDC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can do that for you.
Okay.
All right. So, can you tell me what we need to do? Do you want to go meet somewhere and talk about it? You want to talk about it here?
do you want to go to his office? Okay, I'm not going to.
We don't need to be there for that.
Yeah,
We
well-
have to sit
whatever
down.
I got to do to put a complaint against her, because sir, she pulled a revolver out on me,
Okay.
and it scared me. You know, it scared me.
Okay.
It scared me. And then, you know, the sad thing about it is none of you guys did anything. You didn't do anything, because I sat right there waiting for you guys to come out. When Huntsville cop, I called, because I called the cops out here, not you. I sat right on that corner, waited for the cop to come out. He came out, he got my side of the story, he walked over here, talked to you guys, and he was up here for about 20, 30 minutes. Your little gang was standing up there laughing at me. Laughing at me. And I asked him, I said, is there something funny about this? But then he comes back and tells me you guys are going to, you specifically, not your name, but whatever you guys, Office of Inspector General, is going to come out and speak to me. I sat over there and waited, and none of you guys came out.
Well, let's do this. Are you prepared to write a
ready.
written statement for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go into this building right here, sit down, write a statement. I'll get your information. Do you have it? Did somebody tell me you might have had it on video?
I've got it on video, yes, sir.
Okay, will
and
you
I've got
provide
pictures
that?
of. I will, because I've got
Okay.
pictures of her from the only thing is, it's from the back, but she's a black female, had her hair up
Okay,
and
we
everything,
can
and then
find
she
out.
had sunglasses.
Okay.
And then it's all time stamped from the picture. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So what we'll do, you give me a statement form. Do you have a statement form on you? Okay. Give me a statement form. We'll take your statement. I'll get all your information. I'll give you my information, and then we'll work the case from there.
Okay.
And if we can send it to the prosecutor, we'll send it to the prosecutor.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's all I wanted.
All
That's
right.
all I
Done.
wanted from the day.
Done.
All right,
So
so
he's getting me a statement form right now, and we're gonna go right in there.
Okay.
all right,
Okay.
Follow you.
hold on. We're going to go.
Okay.
If you have any problems,
No, I appreciate you.
you know
guys.
how to reach us.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Good to meet you. Sorry it took this to
Hey,
get this
no,
match.
I appreciate you guys coming out here to allow, you know, this for to happen, because without you guys, without this, without the cameras, this guy wouldn't be sitting here talking to me. That lady would probably go on to shoot somebody else, and that's not why I want this.
Okay.
I'm doing this because she doesn't deserve to be shooting people. Or even pulling guns out on people, so
I agree.
I appreciate you guys coming out. You know, I called him, you know, and I told you what happened, and you guys were on that, so I really appreciate what you guys do.
It's not right.
I know it's not.
It's not right. Now, I'm not saying everything I've always done in my life was right, because it's not. Okay, but this needed to be addressed. That is not acceptable behavior from these people.
And I appreciate that, and I hope she gets dealt with. I really do.
Yep.
You know,
What they do with her is up to them.
Yeah.
That's up to them.
Right.
Okay, but we got you the complaint, and there will be some action, and I'll actually follow up on that.
Oh, I will too. And
I will. You know. I will. No, I can follow up through open records requests and that sort of thing. So I'll follow up and see what they do and how it goes down.
I appreciate that.
So
thank you guys.
Not a problem. I have met you before, but it was not at Starbucks. Where did I meet you at?
It was at Starbucks.
It was not at Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks.
You have.
Where?
Same time you did Walmart and you were doing the
It's not me.
Wasn't you?
It's not me.
I don't know then.
Mm.
I recognize your eyes for some reason.
Now you sound like my girlfriend.
Hey, thanks for coming out and straightening out the misunderstanding.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. No,
Yeah. No,
if
that's...
you're the same guy with a YouTube channel. I've seen you before.
I do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But
That's how I recognize your voice.
Okay. Yeah, the voice is what gives me away.
The voice gives you away.
All right, all right. We're gonna get out of here so
Okay,
those guys can
gentlemen,
get back to pressure washing and stuff. Y'all have a good
How far do
afternoon.
you film for?
Huh?
How far do you film?
How far do I film?
When you quit filming?
Until I get out of the area where they can't follow me and give me a ticket in my car.
Yeah, body camera will run until we're out of your jurisdiction.
I was just
We've had
curious.
too many
That's good.
times
Oh,
where
I
a police
get it.
officer will,
I understand.
you know.
I understand I made a mistake.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You know what?
I appreciate you coming out and correcting that.
Oh,
because
no,
you know
no,
how
no.
often nobody will do that.
Oh no! If I make a mistake, I make a mistake.
It happens. It happens. You know, and you learned.
Yeah.
You won't make that mistake again.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I mean,
I won't make it again.
that's what it's all about.
I understand it.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Y'all be safe.